Hi there folks, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a wee short coastal hike along the Fife coast. I'm going to be starting here in Weems and heading east along there. I brought some food with me, a wee stove, so I've got a cook up done at the end. But the main reason why I'm here is to explore a series of caves which are dotted along the route. There's about 6 in total, well 7 if you count this behind me. There's an entrance just there where my fingertips were, and there's actually a tunnel that runs right through that cliff face and comes out the other end. In fact, there's a massive cave just at the exit point as well, but we'll get into all of them in due course. Anyway, let's go on with it. Now these caves were all inhabited by people at one point. In fact, they were inhabited by a people known as the Picts. Now the Picts are probably about the fiercest of all the tribes that ever lived in the British Isles, and they're the reason why the Romans were driven out of Scotland, and how the Angles and the Saxons, which conquered England, never really got a chance to get a grip in Scotland. And thanks to them, it made us the nation that we are today. But these people once lived in these caves, and they've left some signs behind. This cave art, which is actually really rare. There is a number of caves in Scotland with cave art in them, but actually most of them are actually accounted for by the 6 that are along this route. So we'll see what we can see in them. I do know where some of the artwork is. I have been here before, but I'll show you what I find. Welcome to the first cave I'm going to take you around today. This one is known as the Court Cave. It used to be used as a legal court hundreds of years ago, and it's also been used since then as an illegal gambling den. But its history goes back way further than that. This one has got Pictish carvings in it, along with the others. It's quite a big cave. It's got 2 entrances, one there, and it goes into the hillside round here. I'll take you around there just now. Just need to get a torch out. It doesn't go any further. Just on the lookout for carvings. There's a lot of modern graffiti, names, dates, etc. Pictish ones are symbols, like these here. This isn't actually the best cave for finding them in. The best and most impressive ones are further up the coast, and we'll get to them in a few minutes. Well, a bit longer for me, but just a few minutes for you guys. An attempt to reinforce it there, and there at that entrance. See a natural line. So that was the first one. I'm going to head up to the next one, which isn't too far away, which is the Ducat Cave. I'll explain why it was called that when we get there, but we'll head up there just now. Now this is the second of the caves. This one is known as the Do Cave, or the Ducat Cave. And I said that I'd explain why it was called that once I got here. Now, people from Scotland will probably already know this, but for those of you outside Scotland, a do in the Scots language is a pigeon. And all of these holes, it's square holes that's carved into the walls here, are for pigeons nesting, or doos. And this is quite a unique one, as it's in a cave. And this is medieval, probably associated with the castle that's on the cliffs above, Macduff Castle. Now each one of these is effectively a nesting box. I'll get the torch out. It's all filled up. It probably originally went in a lot further. Now sadly this one doesn't have much in the way of Pictish carvings, or at least none that are visible any longer. You can appreciate that when they were excavating all these holes, they probably destroyed a lot of them. You see there's tooling marks on the walls there. Right folks, we'll head along to the next ones. If memory serves me correctly, oh, there's a pigeon getting in. See, they're still using these. A wee digression there. Right, like I was saying, we'll head along to the next ones. If memory serves me right, I don't think you can get into them. They've been blocked up because of vandalism. But if I can, we will. But the one at the end, that's the best out of the lot in my opinion anyway. So I'll get you to that, and I'll get a wee cook up done at the end as well. And if the weather holds up long enough, we'll go up onto the cliff tops and have a look at Macduff Castle, or the ruins of, which is quite a nice one. So onwards and upwards folks. This one's originally in a lot further, but it's been backfilled, probably for its own protection. We'll go into the next one. This one known as the Well Cave. Apparently it's been shuttered up due to rock falls in it. Personally, it's probably to stop vandalism, but apparently you can gain entry if you contact the Save the Weems Ancient Cave Society. This one you can go in, but today I'm not going to, that'll be for another day. We'll come back with some old trousers and go in there. Don't know how far it goes back, but I certainly wouldn't mind finding out. You see all the layers of rock. Right, so in this mid-cluster of 3, this was the final one. So there's another one still to come. That's Jonathan's cave, and that's probably the best one of the lot. So I'm going to go along there. I'm actually starving, so I'm going to do a wee cook-up along there. And then we'll go in and have a wee look at the cave, show you what it's all about. And of course, if I remember, I'll go up and have a look at the castle as well. So, onwards. That out there, back when these caves were inhabited, was all land, all farmland. But rising sea levels and erosion have resulted in this, which is actually threatening the caves. If it keeps on going the way it's going, they'll probably not survive many more lifetimes. Still some in that for last time. So sealing this has been good. Give it a wee top up. Well folks, cheers. That's the first one. I'll get another couple in a wee minute. Well folks, this is Jonathan's cave. This is the final one of the lot, and this is the one with all the best surviving Pictish art. So, come on. It's been a good living space in its day. The entrance of the cave. So all in all it's about 25, 30 yards deep nearly. The majority of the artwork is down this side here. Well, all the stuff that I've found anyway. I'm sure there's probably some there. There's a good one there. That there is an ancient carving of a Pictish bull. Its head, its 2 front legs, its back legs bent, and the tail sweeping over its back. Stunning. There's a carving there. Looks as if it's got a head on it like a goose. A fish. These here symbols, the double circles. You see it replicated there. Nobody even knows what these mean. The Picts never had a written language. And that was to be their downfall. There's a fish. Same symbol up there as what was back there. There's been something there as well, but don't know what that's been. Bits carved into the rock, possibly to take woodwork, wooden frame. A wee offshoot in another entrance. Just having another wee look along here, see if I can see anything else. There's said to be some really ancient Christian crosses in here as well. Some of the old graffiti. 1876. To think that some of that artwork in there is over 1,000 years old, and in some cases they reckon over 1,500 years. And to think that people lived in these caves. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. I had a blast today looking through all these caves. If this is the kind of thing that you enjoy and you're not subscribed to the channel, then feel free to do so. Hit the subscribe button and be kept up to date for any future stuff that I do like this. But on that note folks, I just like to say, been a pleasure, you take care, and slange.